Hello, this is Gary Westby here to talk to you today about this bottle here, the Alexandre Le Brun Tradition, which is from the smallest producer that we import, the wild and crazy Mr. Alexandre Le Brun himself. Many of you have had a chance to meet him over the years at the tent events. He's a super fun guy. He only has 7 acres. He sells 3/4 of his fruit to Bollinger and just keeps a small amount for himself. This wine is one of only 2 that he makes that comes from more than one press load. Most of his wines are single vineyard expressions that we carry standardly. This one is a blend of a third, and a third Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Meunier, which is a pretty standard blend, but the wine is anything but standard. A couple of the things that make it special is, for one, the age of the vines. The vines in this wine, the vines that make this wine, average 40 years or older. And that's something that you just can't say about many champagnes at all, let alone champagnes in this sort of price range. The other thing that makes it really special is the long, slow, cold primary fermentation that he does. So most of the time when I come in spring, around this time of year, not this year, to taste the Vin Clair before it's bottled in Champagne, everything's finished, dry, it's gone through mallow, when you travel around the region. But his wines usually haven't even finished primary fermentation yet, because he likes to go so slow and cold, and there's usually a considerable amount of residual sugar left in them when I taste them in the early part of the spring. So let's go ahead and get it open and taste it. He also is a believer in fairly long aging. So this wine, although his website says that it's based on 2011, it's younger than that. You can see the cork here. It's definitely had some time on the cork. I would guess from looking at this, a couple of years of aging on the cork. It benefits from about 30% of reserve wines. Still, as you can see, quite lively bubbles there, and a big vivacious mousse, and just beautiful, nutty, complex nose with some of that Bosque pear from the very, very high quality, very cold climate Meunier that he gets. And that's really another thing that makes this wine so special. His terroir, he uses Montelon, which is his hometown, Moncy in this, and both of those are Sud Epernay terroir, so just south of Epernay, in the coolest place, coolest microclimate in all of Champagne. There's also some Saison Chardonnay in here. So you get that very crisp, subtle pear character from Meunier, and that comes out straight away. You also get some very nice nougaty complexity from the portion of barrel fermented wines that go into this, because this is a combination of stainless steel and barrel. In the mouth, it's rich from the time that it's spent on the lees, but also rich in concentration from the old vines that it comes from. And it's very, very long. Finish is precise and dry. It's dosed at around 8 grams per liter, and quite dry for 8 grams because of the cold microclimate that he is from. If you're looking for something that has some richness, some depth, and some complexity, either to have as the aperitif or to have with appetizers, you couldn't make much of a better choice than this. Cheers.